Hi, everybody. Welcome to TableTakes Game Night. Today, we're going to be playing a game called Someone Has Died. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Oh no! How could they leave us?
Poor Marcus. We hardly knew him. He died so young. Everybody, Marcus has finally kicked the bucket. It was, you guessed it, polio.
I should have known ever since I got him into New York.
I'm so sorry, Marcus, if you're out there, if you're listening from the great beyond, we all miss you. We're looking forward to a night where we can remember you here at this memorial for Marcus. So I'll just say a few things for Marcus on his behalf, since he can't speak for himself, obviously. I'm sorry. Marcus was a great friend, and an even better producer. He always knew how to make us laugh. Sometimes there would be, some technical difficulties here and there, but that doesn't matter. He's gone. And well, we're here to remember him. Remember the good things about Marcus. His great hair, his wonderful smile, that angelic audible chocolate voice. Thank you so much, Marcus, for everything that you have done for us. Anyway, on to the best part. Now is the part where I pass on Marcus' estate onto all of you. Marcus is going to put something into our Zoom chat, and I'll know what Marcus is passing on to all of you. But until then, your incentive today is, if you win, if I and the audience and possibly a ghost named Marcus decide that you have made a solid argument for why you deserve the estate of the late great God King Marcus, then I will personally make you a video. You can direct it, no longer than 30 seconds. I might stretch that a little bit. Declaring you the winner and the rightful owner of the estate. It's beautiful. It's perfect. A solid gold romper will be passed down. That's what you're fighting for today. That's what you're all bickering about. So I'm the estate keeper. And the way this game works is you're going to tell me why you think you deserve not only a solid gold romper signed by Marcus Mays himself, but also a cardboard cutout of Chris Pine from the D&D movie. Why do you deserve these things? I have already handed each of you your cards, but for the audience watching, each of them has gotten an identity card to teach them who they are, a relationship card to tell them how they knew Marcus in his life, and two backstory cards to give a little bit of flavor to their background. As we play, I will give you objection cards. If I think you have earned one, they'll be secret, and you can interrupt anybody at any time except me. You can interrupt any of the players and object by playing a card and asking a question about the card, or just trying to incorporate it somehow. This is a role-playing game. It's a story game. It's a fun, friendly, competitive debate game. So I can't wait to hear your arguments. All right, to start off, we are going to have the opening statements. In the opening statements, you're going to introduce yourselves and present an initial argument. You must include all 4 of your cards. So I will say, let's have Noir go first. Noir, who are you? If you have a new name, tell us what it is, and tell us why you're here today and why you think you deserve the bequeathment.
Me name Og. Me want gold romper. Cold. Me was cold. Romper make warm. Me no Marcus. We traversed South America on tour. Good tour. Me have earned. Don't know, better ask somebody. Give me Chris Pine.
All right. Very, very convincing argument. I think yes, it sounds like you knew Marcus very well. Very, very well. I mean, a whole trip to South Africa, was it? Wow.
Mhm.
I must have had a long time to bond over that trip. I'll have some questions for you later, but first, we have some more introductions to conduct. Peter, would you please introduce yourself and tell us why you deserve the solid gold romper and the cardboard cutout of Chris Pine?
Well, first, it's just such. I wish we wouldn't have met under such difficult circumstances. I'm still a little broken up about this. He died so suddenly. I mean, I was just on his way over to take care of the rabbits, and we had bought 2 rabbits, and we thought they were both boys. Turned out they weren't, and now we have like 20 rabbits. But so I'm my name is Anson, and I met Marcus on a plane flight to South America. We sat together on the plane, and I was going down there. I'm an ethno musicologist. I was going down there to extend my research into South American music, the origins of samba, and he even let me use his armrest.
That's Marcus.
That's
so
Marcus.
Generous.
Yeah. We by the end of the trip, we were taking selfies together, and I just can't believe he's gone.
Yes, we're all so saddened to hear of his passing, but it sounds like you knew him pretty well too. Wow, this is going to be tough for me to decide between two very viable candidates, but we still have one more candidate who's ready to make their case. Bonsai, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Benjamin, and I'm glad like all of you are here to celebrate Marcus. Both of I felt like I've lived many lifetimes with him, being a part of his role-playing group. We role-played more than just friends. We were lovers at one point. We were rivals at another point. It's just, all these things. You get to really know a person when you play together. And it just, Marcus was a big role model for me because he accepted me, even though my face doesn't really match my age, but I just can't believe he's gone from this world.
Bonsai, sorry, Benjamin. I hate to interrupt you, but I actually just sent you something, a gift actually.
A gift?
Yes. Feel free to use that if you'd like.
And I know that of course, we had a lot of hobbies to talk about, especially because I'm a scientist in my field. I can't really talk about it right now because I'm just too heartbroken. And I think that because me and Marcus had such a special relationship, that I think he would really want me to have the rompers, because it's just it has he was really into the sculpture of the romper of his butt and how it lifted it in such a good way, and it just every time I would look at the butt of the romper, I'll know that Marcus is there.
Oh, Benjamin, thank you so much for pouring your heart out for our for everyone. I know that must have been hard for you, especially considering I sent you the wrong card initially. So sorry about that. But hopefully this objection card that I sent you can make up for it in some small way. Okay, wow. That was emotional. I heard a lot of very convincing arguments. I have so many questions for each of you, but
I'll take romper now.
Og, I'm sorry, but you'll just have to wait until the end of the proceedings. I haven't made my decision just yet, but don't worry. I will keep you in mind. I actually have a question for you. Let's move on to the interrogation round. Nora, I'm going to send you your next background card, your backstory card, and I'd like you to use that to answer my following question. So you say that you were on a trip to South America, an organized tour, in fact, actually. My question for you is, since you say you knew Marcus so well and you deserve his bequeathment, you should be able to tell me uh, an interesting fact about Marcus's relationship with his mother. I mean, Marcus is very famously a mama's boy, and he loved his mother with all his heart. But there's one very interesting detail, and I'm curious to know if you remember it, if that's something you were close enough to talk
Marcus, what see mom? Marcus, drive big metal beast.
about.
Marcus, stop. Because side, tell Marcus what do. Og, do favor for Marcus. Og, take side. So Marcus no stop. See mom faster. Og, good friend. Robert now, please.
Wow, you stole a stop sign.
Mm.
You were there. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Wow. Okay. You know what? Actually, I think
I'll get Marcus close, like me and Ash buddy here. Better Ash somebody.
you know what? Your it sounds like it's really hard for you to communicate sometimes, and I appreciate the effort that you're putting in with this voice. So I'm actually going to send you an objection card. Hopefully, this can offer you some condolence as we proceed today. But thank you. All right. So Og, thank you, Anson. Let's head on over to you now. I have a question for you. This one's going to be a little tricky, so I hope you have your game face on. Now, Peter, I want to know more about your relationship with Marcus. You say you met him on the plane, but that seems kind of like a short time to know somebody, doesn't it?
Well, that's how we met.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, please tell me more.
Well, I mentioned about the rabbits. I think that's really how we became so close, is that we bought these rabbits, and at first I took care of the rabbits because, as you know, Marcus travels a lot, and I do too. But I was going into a period where I wouldn't be traveling for a while, and so we set up a big hobbit trail out in the barn with all these ramps that the rabbits could run up and down, and then they started breeding, and we thought they were both boys, like I mentioned, and so it was a good thing that we made such a fancy array. And he was quite good with his hands and woodworking, and and then I had to go on a trip, and so he came over and took care of the rabbits while I was gone. And then then we had a situation where we were both going to be traveling, and we kind of had an argument about what we were going to do with the rats, because we both thought the other one should be taking care of them. But Marcus canceled his trip and took care of the rabbits for us.
Wow, that's such a sweet, heartwarming story. Thank you for sharing that with us. I had no idea you two were so close. All right. Well,
I
Anson,
just hate fights. I just hate confrontation of any sort.
sure. Well, that's very apparent. You made that very clear. So thank you. Anson, you can have a seat. Benjamin, was it?
Yes, this is Benjamin. Yes.
Benjamin, I have a question for you. Let me send you your next backstory card.
Oh,
Benjamin,
yes.
um, you seem like a very emotional person. I want to
I'm very
know.
emotional.
Yes, but also like I want to know more about you as a person. Like if I do decide to pass this bequeathment on to you, I need to know that it's going to go to the right home. Uh a protector of these sacred items. Can you
Well,
can you tell me more about you?
I know. I just, Marcus means so much to me. Like I said before, like he was like the first one to really accept me, even though I was like, I'm 18, even though I look like I'm 48. I know. And he's like, I totally believe you. I was like, it meant so much to me. Especially because we were able to click it off. And I could just like read his mind in the background, just we gravitated to each other and we got to talk about little things and he helped me grow into my career as a scientist. I can't really tell you what field I'm going into and it's very it's very top secret area for
I think you like objection.
Objection. We have our first objection. Noir. What is sorry, Og. What are you saying?
I know that you're in witness protection.
Say it ain't so. Benjamin, is this true? Are you actually in witness protection?
I can't believe you brought up trauma. I was a government experiment, okay? I don't like to talk about it. They gave me, those bendy spoons that they wanted people to be Jedis after the Star Wars movie. And so I had to go into hiding for my own protection. I can't believe I brought that up.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I can't talk about it. It's just so how many spoons I had to bend.
No, it is not spoon that bends. It is you that bends.
And I had to say this. I was trying to be really not mean about this. I didn't want to point this out, but I wanted to go ahead as an objection. I don't think Og is very appropriate this whole time. His fly has been down, exposing himself. Og has been exposing themselves to everyone. Someone who's been mourning. I don't know what kind of sicko this is. He's just been exposing himself the whole time, and it's just making me very stressed.
Okay, Benjamin.
Would approve of this.
You're absolutely right, Benjamin. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I'm still worried. About you being in the witness protection program. Maybe this isn't the best time for you to be here. But you know what, Benjamin, why don't you sit down? I think we should have another round of interrogations. I think I have more questions for you all, and I don't think I got all the answers I needed. So we're gonna do another round of interrogation. I'm gonna start with Og. Og. Shame. For shame. How do you explain yourself? I mean, what are you doing here? Your fly's been down this whole time. If you're this careless with your outerwear, I mean, a golden romper, that's a big deal. That's a huge responsibility. Talk to me, Og.
Og only have one pair of pants. Og was promised by Marcus golden romper. Og fly often fall down. Og can't help. Og need romper. Everyone else wants romper. You better ask somebody.
Wow. That is a solid gold argument. I have nothing but kudos for you, Og. You know what? Maybe I should give you a romper after all. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay, Anson, now's your time to shine. Okay, I think you just need to tell me something that's going to make you stand out. I mean, we've got two people here who are really gunning for that estate. What do you want this estate for?
Well, I think I might be the only person here who really cares about what happens to Marcus's memory and the things that made Marcus Market, his legacy, his family. The rabbits, of course, are the rabbits. He had no human family. The rabbits were were our family. And I know Marcus would want me to take care of his family, and that I would probably, if I could auction off the golden romper, I would have enough money to take care of his family.
That's a good point. That is a good point. So you swear to use the funds that you collect from selling off Marcus's estate for something meaningful.
Absolutely. I swear, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you. I'm not a judge. I'm an estate keeper, but I appreciate the enthusiasm and for bringing this to my attention. I believe you deserve an objection card, certainly, and I think I have the perfect one for you. Feel free to use this at your leisure. And there. That should be in your Discord now. All right. Well, Benjamin, do you think you can pull yourself together long enough to answer another question?
Yes, I think so. I was a little heartbroken knowing that the romper that Marcus cared and lovingly crafted so much hours of his time is just going to be sold off, just so willy-nilly like that. Like someone's just throwing what Marcus spent so much time, because we talked about it in D&D, all those various sessions.
Right. Well, actually, my question for you is about that D&D campaign. Tell me more about the first adventure you all went on.
I remember, of course, the first adventure we all went on. It was actually really, really great. We were all really new to the game that we were playing. We were doing like a 3.5 thing, and he was an artificer. It was so great. And we really just and I was a dwarf illusionist. I know it sounds crazy, but we made it work, and we had
especially when you use those air quotes. That's yes. Making a little.
I'm sorry. It's just do you mind? I have a tick. I have a tick. I'm sorry.
I had no idea.
It is like a kind of distracting tick sometimes, but I like to make people aware of things. I know Marcus would like everybody to be aware and accepting of everyone, despite whatever disabilities they have.
Yeah. Thank you, Benjamin. Wow, that sounds like a very fun adventure.
He did. He made his god call as well, and it was great. He got a whole shield and everything.
Anson, do you have something that you'd like to share with everyone? No. Okay, you were making a pretty intense face there.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. I was reacting to this. I mean, this.
I know it's very moving.
You're falling for it. Are you
falling for it? What do you mean?
I don't. I just find it difficult to believe.
Well. Why? What's difficult to believe about this, Anson?
I mean, I think if he was, how come he never mentioned any of this to me? I don't, that's.
He never mentioned his D&D game to you?
No.
That's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
What about you? Did you hear about this D&D campaign?
I may have heard, but Og no understand.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, okay. What time period are you from, Og? How old are you?
Og fell in water. Og woke up. Animals turned metal.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Big metal loud bird in the sky.
Okay. Have you heard of Chris Pine? Do you know who Chris Pine is?
Sexy.
Yes, very good-looking person. Yes, absolutely. Very successful acting career, I'm told.
Eyes as deep in blue as ocean, fall into fall for days.
Oh, wow. Sounds like you have a pretty deep attachment to Chris Pine. Okay, well, I have a lot to think about. I think that's gonna end the interrogation round. Yeah, I think we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the recess round. In this round, we're not gonna draw any new cards, but I'm gonna give each of you a chance to ask another player a question. And if I feel like there's still some more tension that we need to work out, I think we might do another round. We might even do 3 or 4 of these rounds until we can get to the bottom of which one of you deserves this solid gold romper and a cardboard cutout of Chris Pine from the D&D movie. That's not released yet. Okay, let's see here. Anson, I'd love to hear your perspective. Who do you think we need more information from? If you were me, what question would you ask, and who would you ask it to?
Well, I was thinking that Benjamin's story was the craziest, but now I think Ogg's story, like, what is he? We're supposed to believe he's some sort of caveman or something? It time traveled here. I mean, this sounds like a Norwegian soap opera. I mean, what? I mean, there's no such thing as time travel. This can't be possible.
Anson brings up a pretty good point. Anson, what's your question?
But are we supposed to believe that you're a time traveler?
Og, anything to say for yourself?
I don't know what time travel is. Og fell in water. Og woke up out of water, cold. Metal birds, Chris Pie, 6-pack abs, wonderfully dressed, coiffed hair.
What?
A semi-decent performance in Star Trek. It's Captain Kirk.
Semi-decent? Okay. Wait, so you've seen Star Trek, the movies that Chris Pine has been in?
No.
No? Yeah. Okay,
no,
but you just
I saw Into Darkness, the sequel.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay. That was definitely one of his best works for sure.
Og disagrees.
Oh, really? Well, here, Og, why don't you ask a question to either Anson or Benjamin?
Og would know the D&D. What did Marcus do in it? What did Marcus play in it? I would ask the crying one.
That's a great question. Really doesn't help me determine who deserves the estate at all, but I'm also curious to know more about the D&D campaign. I mean, I guess we're all just big D&D fans here. Benjamin, go ahead.
Well, I mean, we did multiple campaigns. Which one do you want to know? We've done so many expansions, so many things. We even played like Modifius at one point. There's just been so many games. He's such a creative soul that you can't tie him down to one type of character. That's what I always loved about Marcus, because he just can't be tied down. It's just his creativity and his acting skills are just
I think you stall for time. Better ask somebody.
Well, you know what? That was a great question. I think I was maybe a little bit too obtuse with my reasoning on whether or not that was going to help out, but it actually helped me a lot. And I'm going to give you an objection card to use, and feel free to use this however you want. And you can use it on whoever you want.
Oh.
I hope you find it useful today. But Benjamin, back to you. Would you like to ask Anson a question?
I actually would, because how actually long did you know, Marcus? How long was this flight? Because I don't think it's been that long. You've been taking care of the same rabbits, right? And I've known Marcus for like years. Campaigns can go like 12 plus years, but like rabbits only live for about 9 years. So you might not have known him as much as like me and Og have if the rabbits only live for 9 years. their average lifespan, that is the maxed age. So I just need to know, because it sounds like these rabbits are still young. So what, like 5 years? Have you only known him? How do you know somebody in just 5 years? That's just my question.
No,
And-
you're
Anson,
absolutely.
I want to remind
Oh.
you to stick to the card. Don't create any new relationships that aren't on the cards, okay?
I don't think I am.
Oh no, you're doing great. Keep it up.
All right. No, you're right. I have not known Marcus that long. Just long, but it was sad to me that Marcus was still looking for someone. And it's really more about the quality of the relationship than how long one is, put up with someone. So no, you're right. We haven't known each other that long, but it was very deep.
Very deep. Cardboard deep. Cardboard cutout deep.
Do you want to see the selfie of him and me with all the rabbits?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It took us all afternoon to get all 20 of the rabbits in the same selfie.
Why isn't Marcus wearing a shirt? Why is he laying down in the grass with the rabbits? I don't understand.
That's very personal. It's very personal.
Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, it would help to know, but I mean, okay. If it's personal, I get it.
It was a hot day.
Okay. Well, Benjamin, I want to give you another chance to ask another question. That was a hard-hitting question. Do you want to ask anything else to anybody else?
I think yes. I have a question for Og as well. That you've been through all of these travels. I mean, like, I guessing by your personality, I am actually surprised. Why did Marcus ever invite you to play with us? Because I feel like we could have gotten along. And if you were so into Chris Pratt, especially because he's going to be in the new D&D movie. I'm so sorry that Marcus didn't get to see it, because he just didn't get to see it in time. He was so excited. We talked to him again as a debut. Why didn't he feel comfortable enough to invite you to our game?
Ogno Reed.
Wow.
Called it.
You can't read?
Ogno Reed. I'll draw on wall.
Oh, I see.
I'm just gonna say, for hands to be so lucky.
No character sheet on wall.
I don't know. Marcus was pretty good at D&D, and he was also very generous and accommodating. So I feel like he could have helped you out in the D&D campaign. Maybe let you share his character sheet, done some of that math for you. I don't know. If given the chance, Og, would you play D&D with Marcus?
Marcus dead.
Right. I meant if he was alive. maybe imagine a world where Marcus is alive and wants you to play D&D with him. Would you?
Imagine. Og think knows what that is.
Boy. Og
work to imagine.
Make pretend.
Blood starts coming out of his nose.
Oh no! Oh jeez. Okay. Never mind. Moving on. Anson, you want to follow up with Benjamin on anything?
Why are you trying to come at me about the rabbits? I don't understand. This was an important part of Marcus's life, and you seem like you're dismissing it.
No, I just, my defense, I just wanted to make sure that, that you're really not just using the rabbits as a crutch for them, because Marcus is a kind soul. I know him. He was a kind soul, and you seem the most judgmental of both me and Og in this whole entire process of judging how you immediately assumed that he couldn't, or they couldn't read. I didn't assume that. You did. Marcus wouldn't like such a judgy person And especially because like you're gonna be a holder of the romper. I just needed to know that you weren't just using the rabbits as just a crutch of just holding the rabbits as your one specific thing that you know about Marcus and weren't connected with him. So I just needed that confirmation.
Well, I take offense at being called judgmental. I'm not judgmental. I'm just trying to protect what Marcus would have wanted.
Whoa. Okay. Things are getting a little tense in here. Let's all just take a deep breath. Let's just calm down. I have some more questions for each of you. But I want to give you another chance to ask a question before we move on. Do you have any questions for either of the two nominees?
Og want to know why Crying Lady know when Rabbit die.
Yeah, that is a pretty suspicious piece of information to just have in your brain. Tell us how you came across this info.
Because there was one campaign where I played, I was a paladin of the Hippity Hoppities. It was a whole sector where we had to take care of rabbits, and I really got dedicated to that paladin. Their name was Thumps. And so part of that integration of getting to know that game, I wanted to really know about rabbits. And Marcus, of course, helped me because he has some of that background knowledge, and he was telling me all the facts that he looked up about rabbits. So that just really stuck into my mind.
Wow. Compelling. I don't know how you're going to compete with that.
Og object. No intention to hurt her, but Og believe that the crying one did the murder.
You're the one? You gave Marcus polio?
Wait, hold on. I'm just, hold on. What? Me? Okay, well, I can't wait. Hold on. What is this?
Just save that for later. Don't worry. That's
okay.
All
right. All right. I mean, what? How could you even accuse me of? Marcus has always been very sick individual, and so sometimes when you see somebody who's very sick and they ask you to help them through the process, maybe they just don't want to be around as much anymore. And I was being an assistive friend.
Oh.
It was the hardest decision I had to do.
Okay.
They only allowed it in Sweden so far,
Anson, you have something to add?
This is just whole situations make me feel very uncomfortable. I don't like confrontation. And he rips off his shirt. Ever since the shark attack, he's got horrible scars across
his body.
Ever since the shark attack, I just don't like confrontation. And this whole proceeding is, I know, it's just, no.
Oh, here, hold
is it almost over?
Okay. Don't worry. We don't have much left to go.
Here, because you don't have a shirt. Here, I'm just gonna give this to you. You look very cold. I'm sorry. This is a I'm sorry gift for you, Hans, since you don't have a shirt. I've been needing this the whole time we've been here.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, look at that, Anson. Benjamin knitted you a sweater.
Oh.
A peace offering. Aw.
Well, thank you.
Marcus would have wanted that.
You know what, Benjamin?
You.
I think that is definitely worthy of an objection card.
Is this made from rabbit wool?
No, it's from alpaca and a little bit of dog fur as well. It's very sustainable.
Dog fur?
Yeah, it's Smiley Sammies, those breeds, they actually are kind of like did you know in North America they actually have bred a sheepdog? Native Americans did. This is actually a random fact I actually do know. They did have a sheepdog breed. It was the size of a wiener dog.
I think you cry because you lie.
Let's talk about you for a second. I have some more questions for you. And you might have received a new backstory card from me, so feel free to incorporate this. I will be judging you based on your ability to incorporate all of your cards, like Anson. and Benjamin have been doing.
Og has been playing too hard. Og think that this card is hard.
Okay, well, I
Mulligan.
believe in you. I believe in your ability. You can mulligan. Yes, everybody has one mulligan if you want to replace a card with another one.
Og mulligan.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here, how about okay. Yeah, I can see how that one might have been a little tricky. Here, how about oh yes, you're gonna love this one. There you go. Okay, so here's my question for you, Og. Tell me, if you do receive the bequeathment, what would you do with it? I know that you're an admirer of Chris Pine. I know that you need a romper to wear, but do you really need these things? I mean, Anson plans to sell them for a good cause. What about you?
Og need romper. Og pants keep falling.
Are you okay? What happened?
This is who Og is now. Og honor Marcus by being cardboard cutout of Marcus.
Oh my god. you don't have a cardboard cutout. You are a cardboard cutout of Marcus.
Og become cutout cardboard. It what me and Marcus do to honor the ones we love. It's why Marcus has cardboard cutout of Chris Pine.
Oh.
We
Okay,
honor
I've
him.
been racking my brain trying to figure out why there's a cardboard cutout of Chris Pine of all people, and like why there's a cardboard cutout of it. I mean, it seems pretty expensive, I guess, to somebody, especially considering the movie's not even out yet. But okay, that makes so much more sense. Are you gonna here? I'm gonna pull your pants up for you. maybe I'll keep the zipper closed. I think you can.
Og say
boy,
be careful.
Okay. Anson, you also got a new backstory card. I have a question for you as well. Tell me about your favorite Marcus story.
Well, on the flight back from South America,
You didn't just fly there with him. You flew back too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He asked me to change my flight and come back with him, and the samba music connection, it didn't turn out that well. I suddenly, well, it was a chance to follow my passion, to see what could come from this relationship that I had just made. And I was nervous about telling the samba school that I wasn't going to stay. And Marcus, he went and told them for me. He went and told the samba school that I wouldn't be able to stay there and study under them, and he bought me a ticket to come back with him to Rabbit Town.
Rabbit Town.
Well,
Wow.
that's what we call the.
Right.
We'd already designed the whole thing by this time in our minds of what it was going to be.
That is a heartwarming story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm going to send you an objection card, and I hope you get some use out of it. I think this is going to be particularly poignant soon, but for now, I'm just going to move on to Benjamin. Benjamin, what was your childhood like?
I'm surprised you brought that up when I actually can't really talk about it because as I told you, the witness protection.
Right.
It was a very tough childhood. It made me think that maybe because of how bad of a person I was. Maybe I don't deserve the romper because it just seems that like everybody else has such dedication.
Oh, no, Benjamin, no.
So bad. I must not deserve the romper or Chris Pratt's.
Chris Pine, but yes. It's okay. No, Benjamin, it's okay. You are worthy. Okay. Marcus would not have asked you to come here today if you didn't have a shot. So for lack of any way of proving it, you are part of his life and you deserve to be. So stay strong, Benjamin. You got this. Okay. I think we need another recess. I think there's been enough chit chat from my end. I want to hear from you all. I'm sure you have your own questions for each other. Anson, let's start with you. Do you have any questions for anybody?
I just can't keep quiet about this any longer.
What happened?
I have an objection.
Oh no.
I have a double objection.
What?
I have a double objection. Benjamin has been lying this whole time.
Benjamin.
Yes.
No.
Benjamin. Yeah. Yes. And worse yet, he lied to Marcus about whose family. He made it all up. He was adopted. He didn't come from the Gestalt family like he claims. Your pants are on fire, Benjamin. And then I sit down. Like, that took a lot out of me to be able to say that.
Wow.
I'm sorry that I took that my adopted parents after my trauma were my real family. Is there do you have a problem with me saying that my adopted family is as good as my real family? Because that's what it felt like to me. And it's not.
Just that you lied about it.
It's very hard to talk about this traumatic past, and everybody's just judging me about my childhood. I can't help it. I was a child at the time. And,
I thought I knew you, Benjamin. I really thought we'd made a connection here, but
I understand.
I mean, listen. If you can promise me there will be no more secrets for the rest of the evening, I might still give you a shot. Do you think you can do that? Okay. Well, Benjamin, I'm sure you have some questions as well, so feel free. Let them fly.
All right. I guess. What would be my question? I guess my question is to the both of you. What was Marcus's favorite Disney movie? Do you have any idea? Because Disney is like a very big thing. He loved to go Disney bounding, and so I just need to know what is his favorite Disney movie.
Well, who are you asking again?
Both.
Oh, both of you. Okay.
Both.
I know the answer in my head. I obviously know. Benjamin knows as well. We're probably on the same page here. But I would love to know. Do you actually know what Marcus's favorite Disney movie is? First one to shout it out.
Og would know, but on night, Og was to watch. Og could not watch.
What? Why?
Og was heartbroken.
Heartbroken? What do you mean?
Og was broken up with via text. By you! Please.
Who?
Ooh.
Who?
Crying lady.
Benjamin! You broke up with Og over a text?
I couldn't break it to him in person, so I know he couldn't read. So if I did it that way, it wouldn't have hurt so bad.
Wait a second. Hold the phone. Everybody stop. Og, you said you couldn't read.
Og could not. Og no read. Og looked at screen confused for hours. Og then got text of deer picture, bush picture, plant picture, which broke Og heart.
Okay. So it was just some kind of misunderstanding. Wait a second.
I got broken up with hieroglyphics.
Wait. Benjamin. I think there's just some kind of miscommunication. I think you two are still together.
Og is very confused.
Benjamin, did you mean to break up with Og?
No, I just thought that I went through the museum and took some pictures of things that reminded me of Og.
In caveman text say, "It not me, it you."
Wait. Hold on. This opens up so many questions. Are you two? Wait. In front of everyone here, do you guys think that you could get back together?
It too late. Og been too hurt. Og lost so much. Og need Robert for comfort.
No.
No, there's always hope for love.
Og, I have something to tell you.
Oh no. What's happening? I have no idea what's going on. Oh my gosh, folks, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests,
It is the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
I spent all this time learning this to tell you.
I can't believe this. I think we're seeing a real love connection here, everybody. This is beautiful. The two of you have warmed my heart. Anson, what's your take on all of this? I'm sure you have some thoughts.
I just want to set the record straight that his favorite Disney movie was Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse because it reminded me of the barn.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, you remembered the actual assignment. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you an objection card for that. Thank you so much. All right, folks. Honestly, I think I've heard all I need to hear. I'm pretty sure it's time for us to move on to the final arguments. The final statements, rather. I'm going to give each of you one final backstory card.
Uh-oh.
You'll give me a second. Just bear with me. First, I'm going to give Peter the objection card. The last objection card for the night. And then I'm also going to give each of you a new backstory card. So with this backstory card, just remember to keep all of your other backstory cards straight. See if you can weave them together. That's going to give you the best success chance. Although they're a little disconnected at this point. But during this final round, you're going to make your final pleas. So this is just the last chance you have to convince me that the Golden Romper and, of course, can't forget, the cardboard cutout of Chris Pine from the D&D movie should go to you. And whatever you decide is the right thing to do with it. Okay, so let's go in reverse order. And I'm going to have Bonsai. Actually, no, sorry. I just sent you one, Bonsai. So I'm going to go to Peter. Peter, you are going to make your final play, but you're going to go first.
Well, it's really clear that these two are in love with each other.
Yeah.
While pretending to be in love with Marcus. I mean, that's, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to use this, but I have video evidence of Benjamin TPing Marcus's house.
Okay.
And I give you a VCR tape.
Well, you know what? I don't actually have a VHS player on me, but I'll take your word for it. Wow, this is quite a revelation. For your final plea, you just want to take Benjamin out of the running. Is that what it is?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
both of them.
Okay. Well, you know what? I get it. Can I just say, like, I feel for you. I think Benjamin has a lot to answer for, but I'm not gonna get to Benjamin just yet. I'm gonna go to Og. Og, your final plea.
Og. Og need not what, Robert. Og can't go anywhere without pants come down. People scream. It is a mess. Og also love Chris Pine. Og fall into his crystal blue eyes. Perfect 5 o'clock shadow. Blood, dusky hair. Perfectly proportioned Sliver's body. Charming smile.
Okay. I think I get it.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Please continue.
When he looks to you like you're the only person in the world.
Whoa. Your language just got an upgrade. It just evolved right here.
The facade is breaking. Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Passionate look in his eyes as he delivers his lines.
Wow.
Chris Pine turns Og into a better person. Someone that can speak in complete and
Wow.
complex sentences.
Wow.
So-
if nothing else, this memorial has been helpful. I think this is what Marcus would have wanted. Everybody just growing together. People making alliances or reuniting.
I could read now because I want that cutout. If you take that from me, you take away my intelligence.
Oh my
and
gosh.
devolve
Oh
back
no.
into the cave.
Oh no.
Think about that. Consequences.
I will. But as for your final plea though, just like my last question for you, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I would forsake all bonds of fellowship with anyone and everyone. I would bring Marcus back to life and kill him myself for a Klondike bar.
Wow.
I would rip the heart out of everyone in this estate sale for a Klondike bar. I would eat a human being for a Klondike bar.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I was on your side. I was on board for a while there, and I think you just lost me. I'm not saying you're completely out of the running yet, but okay. Benjamin, would you like to make one final plea?
Yes. I think that both me and Og have been personally attacked by Hans here because that was just a prank war that friends get into. That's why we TP. And you know what? I think it's because I sued him for stealing my credit card so he could fly to South America. He's still over that was my credit card and identity you stole, Hans, to pay for your trip. And that's how you met Marcus, because he was supposed to fly, like we were gonna fly together. And I see how it is that you just you can't let go because of that suit. It's still an ongoing case. I see how this is. It's just a vendetta. And I'm sure that Marcus, especially because, now me and Og are back together and we're planning our wedding. Probably is going to be a summer theme in the woods. And I think Marcus, and also, we're very polyamorous. So I understand his love for Chris Pine and I wanted this for him as well. And so I just think Marcus would want to celebrate our love that we're going to have together, and he'll be there in spirit because we're going to have that romper there, Marcus, with that golden booty.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You know what, everyone? I think I've heard everything I need to hear. Make my decision. Marcus, if you would be so kind as to privately message me who you think the winner should be. if you're out there, send me a message from beyond the veil. Who do you think has earned the right to your solid gold romper?
And Chris Pine cut out.
And the Chris Pine cutout. Oh.
You will ruin a man if it's not Og.
Oh no. Everyone, I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting some disturbing messaging from beyond. Marcus is telling me something. I can hear him now. He's speaking to me. He says, no one wins. Oh my gosh, he also says Jesus is lifting weights in heaven with Marcus. Wow. He won't even let Marcus help. What? Oh no. I'm so sorry, Marcus. I'm so sorry. If I was there, you could totally help me lift. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Everyone, I guess maybe if anybody in the audience has any opinions on who should win. I mean, so what should we do with this golden romper? I don't know. Somebody's gotta take it home. I just can't just leave it here.
I think this is.
Okay, Og learned a new word. All right. I'm getting another message from Marcus. Hold on. I'm getting another message. It's currently between the two lovers. Yes, okay. It's got to be one of the two, Og and Benjamin. But he wants you two to break up. He wants you two to split. I think he disapproves of your relationship. I'm sorry, I don't know why. I have no idea. Oh, sorry. That was a message from Jesus, apparently, not Marcus. Apparently there's Sonic the Hedgehog up there, and he's got a big bag of weed. Marcus is trying to get Jesus away from the keyboard so he could type again. I'm sorry. No. You guys are safe. I think Jesus was just like, I don't know, getting a little distracted. The winner. We have a winner. Okay. Wait. Marcus has decided.
Wait. Og is gonna show something, I think.
Og was prepared to break up if that's what it needs.
Ooga.
It's written on the D&D notebook paper too. Wow. Maybe you did have a connection to the role-playing group after all. Og, I'm sorry, but Marcus has sent me a message, a vision of the winner, an unmistakable visage of a man with 1 second. A man with a guitar in his hand who sat next to him on the plane from South America, a man who knows his way around a selfie. It's Anson. Anson, you are the winner. You will be gifted the golden romper. You will be gifted the cardboard cutout to do with as you please. Sell it off. I don't care. It's yours. I think Marcus wants you to have this.
Well, I will give the cutout to Og and the romper to Benjamin.
Oh my gosh, everybody, look. I don't know how what they're called. A pack of wild bunnies. They've invaded the memorial, and now, oh my gosh, Peter. Anson, Og.
Anson squeals with delight.
These rabbits, they've come sent by Marcus to comfort you. You can either take one of these home or
I'm
more.
comforted. I tell everyone their names. You know, this is pop it and bump it and skip it and.
Why was this one named Turkey?
And this is Petney for obvious reasons.
Sorry to everyone who did not get bequeathed to. I hope that at least tonight you may have learned something about Marcus. Or you could take solace in the fact that we are remembering him the way he wanted to be remembered, in his golden romper, and standing next to a cardboard cutout of Chris Pine from the D&D movie. All right. Well, Peter, you know what that means. I will be making you a video if you set up a time with me, or
Yeah.
just give me some details. Text me on Discord or something like that, and I'll put it on. I'll send it to you. You can put it on whatever social media you want.
Oh wow! Woohoo.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, who wants the romper? I want Jake.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for playing this lovely game with me. I always have such a blast, and I love running it. So, thank you to Gather Round Games, and Addie, Slaypack, Liz Roche, and Ellie Black for creating it. You are all truly wonderful, and you've made something very special today. Whew, okay, I'm gonna get out of this tie. It's been strangling me this entire time. I am sweating like
Javion, you did great. Fabulous.
You did awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Fabulous
leading
work. And
thank you.
Noir and Bonsai, amazing role playing.
Yeah, seriously, you all.
I was seriously intimidated.
Improv.
So that's gonna do it for this episode of TableTakes Game Night. But don't forget, we have a very exciting episode of Sarah's Table coming up with a very special guest. Bonsai will be there. It's GM Sarah Moore will be running Necrobiotic. Bonsai, Brandy Rose, and Michael Kasavin. Very exciting. So stay tuned for that. Don't go anywhere. That's going to start at 5 p.m. PST. That's about half an hour from now. And thank you, Marcus, for giving us such an easy target to cry over.
Right.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for the episode. We'll see you for Sarah's Table in just a bit. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh.